We're going to go down to the entrance of Hare Castle Tunnel, and we're going to go through the tunnel today.
Oh.
So off we go.
And we're in, and it just got really loud.
It's best low. Maybe get lighter.
As soon as we're out of here, it'll be our first time on a totally new canal.
My eyes. See you later, Trent and Mersey. And hello, Macclesfield.
I'm actually so excited to be on the Macclesfield, and we're only going up from here. We have heard word of a farmer's market nearby at a place called Road Hall. So we're going to go and check that out. I'm hoping for some good fresh fruit and veg. What are you hoping for? What's your hopes and dreams?
I think you are hoping for a sausage roll.
Also,
Yeah.
Dan and Kat are coming with us. The mother's just behind us.
I'd like some cheese.
Cheese.
Good morning.
An extremely fluffy-necked horse there. Maybe that's its winter coat. It is feeling extremely autumnal at the moment. Lots of acorns on the floor, conkers.
How cool is this? It's massive. This is an absolute happening place.
I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting more of a couple of stalls by a hole, but this is epic. There's a band playing, there's loads of hot food stalls, and there's a whole craft barn as well.
Joe and William just doing some clothes shopping. Me and Dan just chilling.
I got a little farm themed bib for all the drooling and teething he's doing.
How's your experience at the craft fair?
Wonderful. I've seen food, I've smelt food, I've seen plants. I learned what a Fittonia is. I wanted to buy one, but I keep collecting plants and then they just all die, so I think I'm not ready for that responsibility at present.
This is Road Hall, I think.
This is what I love so much about travelling by narrowboat, and what I find so interesting about it is that the country really does change so much when you cross county lines. Like each county does have its kind of specific culture and stuff like that. Like this, we're in Cheshire now, and it feels plenty different from Staffordshire. Big day at the market.
The vibe there was really good. It just felt like everybody was there for a good time.
Just dropped down and cat off home with our boat.
And now we're going to have a little feast with what we got at the market.
Yeah, I need a wee mostly.
Do you have a key?
No.
Sorry, I meant to film like our farmer's market haul, but we just ate it all really quickly then.
Not only is it a full moon tonight, or at least nearly a full moon, but there's a tawny owl in the trees opposite having a real hootenanny.
How do you know it's a tawny owl?
Dan told me.
Did it?
Yeah.
I've heard that quite a bit while we've been here.
Yeah.
A little like high-pitched screeching.
It's nice, isn't it?
Mm. I didn't make it sound like it's nice, but oh, it's lovely.
What's for breakfast?
I'm making you and William porridge, and then I'm gonna have eggs. Just can't hack porridge. But this should give us the fuel we need for the day. William, you ready? Are you ready without hands though? No.
I've got the engine running just to help the batteries out a little bit this morning. And then the good thing about here is that there's not many houses nearby, so we're not disturbing anyone, even though it's ridiculously early. And then the second good thing about here is that there's a water point just behind us. Water is the thing when you live on a boat. All other things can kind of be muddled by without, or you can get somewhere, or blah blah blah, but water, you just can't live without it. And when you run out of water on board, you've got about 5 minutes, I'd say, before things just descend into chaos.
If we wanted to, before we had William, we could really make our water tank stretch for a good amount of time until we were like ready to move. But now he's here, it's an extra pressure on the water resource. Because not only does he have a lovely warm bath every night, he gets all his clothes dirty, and in turn, all of our clothes dirty. I haven't seen a clean clothing item for a couple of weeks now. Everything's got a bit of banana on it somewhere.
This lock is where boaters would have had to pay a toll for coming onto the Macclesfield Canal. I think back in the day it was actually a set of 2 locks. And the 2 lock houses that here actually represent both of the 2 counties and the canals, kind of. One of the houses built from brick to represent Staffordshire, and the other house here is built in stone to represent Cheshire and the Macclesfield Canal. It's quite cool, isn't it, that they did stuff like that?
Just having a look, because there's a notice on there about the next set of locks that were going up, but they've just reopened. On Friday they reopened 8 AM till 4 PM because the water levels have gone up.
Oh, cool.
So we actually might be able to move some places before the next closures. Where's my hat?
Yeah, these closures could be a bit of a big old deal if you really wanted to get somewhere. Thankfully, we don't really have anywhere to go. The only disaster would be if we got stuck between lock closures where there wasn't any water.
Right, I think he wants to crawl around, so I might get back in. What now?
We have got a washing machine on board actually, which makes us pretty lucky, but it just uses up so much water that it's kind of like a bit of an emergency use washing machine for most of the time.
Hello everyone.
We did a couple of washes while we were there at the water point. Trouble is with living on a boat though is having the space to dry everything. So now we've just got stuff hanging all over the shop. The plan is anyway to get off the boat this afternoon.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. There's a hilltop, I think it's a village called Mow Cop. But it's right on top of a hill, so around these parts we just say, have you been up Mow Cop? We haven't yet, this is the first time. On top of it is this thing called a folly. I didn't know what that was. Apparently it's something that looks like ruins, but they were built that way in the first place. So somebody, I imagine with a little disposable income, thought the hill would look nicer if it had some ruins on it, and so he just boshed up some ruins.
It's cheating, isn't it? But I don't mind it.
It does look nice, so he was right. It does look really cool. So we're going to walk up there, see what the views are like. Apparently they're nice.
We're going with Dan and Kat. They are Mow Cop veterans. They've been up there before. Dan's bringing his camera. You might say, why is Dan bringing his camera? What's he got going on?
I
on
love this
YouTube?
lens. 35 1.5 Fuji. Nice portrait lens.
Go to Dan's channel if you want to look at some nice, nicely filmed stuff. Alright, following you.
There is a life I lead in this city.
We've just caught sight of Mow Cop.
Take what I need to get.
That is where we're heading.
Doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow. Somewhere in the great unknown.
Well, so far I'd say this is actually perfect walking weather.
Will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on. Put me together. Take
This
me
way,
back where I've been.
And then we're going to cross over the stream.
I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on. Put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone.
Trying to find the exit to this field, and I think it used to be there's a little like style gate, but now we're sort of trapped in.
It's quite fun putting it back. I haven't seen one of them before.
The plaited pony. Cool hair and cool throat. It's like the Billie Eilish. For some reason that's what I thought of.
Billie Eilish of the pony world.
Is someone coming here to tell us off, or are we going the right way?
Alright, but will the cows be alright?
Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect, thank you.
He's told us where to go, basically. It seems like he's directed us through a field full of what look like pretty big bulls. He called them sheep. So either he's not a very good farmer or we've just got the wrong idea.
Right, here it is. I hate going through fields of cows. You just never know how fast they can run. And here's the stile, the safety stile.
How are we doing, Bill? I feel like the incline has begun.
Can we see it? I think it's in cloud at the moment. It's somewhere up there.
It's definitely a respectable hill to walk up, isn't it?
This is probably at least satisfying for you guys because you can't see anything, and obviously we've come to see some kind of monument, so the view is rubbish. That's generally what happens when we venture away from the canal.
Cut to Darwin Tower. On top of not being able to show you any of the views, we can't even show you the tower. You might at this point in the video be thinking, what's the point in me watching this?
William's going to get through there. They might do.
This is quite steep now. Good place for a defib. William's got his rain cover on. But there's the folly.
Oh wow, yeah. It looks extra kind of moody, doesn't it, with all that cloud swishing across it.
This is not the best view, but Cheshire lays in front of us, apparently. And here's the folly.
Oh wow. Don't you think this is the first time that we've really felt like we're in different landscape to where we were in Derbyshire or Staffordshire? This is the first kind of taste of the Peak District.
We're at the top. We're 550 feet up. How's that climb?
It was wonderful. It was wonderful. It was. I mean, I can't feel my anymore. Am I allowed to say?
We'll beep it.
So this thing behind me, the Folly, it was built in 1754, which is obviously old enough to make it still pretty old, but not old enough to make it an actual castle ruins, unfortunately. It was built just to look like that. So it's a pretty good idea because it looks quite cool, and from up here you can see the plains of Cheshire. It's cool. Nice little walk, even on a kind of pretty windy, cloudy day like today.
Yeah, it feels pretty wintry, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It's nice up here, but it's getting a bit late. We've enjoyed the view. It might be time for us to start heading off back down. William's having sausage casserole for dinner. So our leftovers from last night, and it is delicious. I wish we were having it.
Yeah, I've added couscous to it as well, and it's even better than it was last night.
Maybe we'll leave this video here though for tonight, but thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next week. Subscribe if you're new, and big thanks to the patrons.
Toodles.
Bye.
You
Say
wave?
bye, Bill.
Wow.